In this video, I'm going to show you an extreme cheap microphone that you can use for streaming. My name is Trui and I make streaming support videos. Stream smarter, not harder. But before we begin, I stream every Tuesday, Friday and Sunday, 8 PM Central European Time, twitch.tv/Trui. So today we're gonna review a microphone. I have one problem though. I don't know if you hear it, but outside it is raining super hard. And it's not gonna stop for the next 2-3 hours. So the microphone I'm talking about is the Boya lavalier microphone. It's a Boya M1. This microphone sells for 20 bucks. $20! It might not look that impressive because, you know, it's pretty small, but it is cheap! This microphone I initially bought because I wanted a microphone for my camera when I was doing a vlogging setup, and if I was in like a more crowded space and a lot of sound would be picked up, I couldn't really use my Rode Video Micro because it would pick up too much of the background noise. So I thought if I get one of those lavalier mics and I put them on my shirt, it would be a lot better. At first I was like, maybe it's gonna cost me a lot of money, but then I found out that this one is actually pretty good and it's only 20 bucks. And because it's actually made for smartphones and cameras, I was wondering, can you stream with one of these? Can you just use this as a microphone for streaming if you're on a really tight budget? Or maybe if you're doing a cooking stream or something IRL where you need to be a lot further from your computer, because this is the cable, guys. This is the cable. It's 6 meters long. It always gets tangled, but you know, rather too much cable than not enough. So I want to start off with like a little bit of a downside of this microphone. It needs a battery. I'm gonna open it up for you guys. Boom. You turn it open and then there you need to put the battery. The microphone itself doesn't say when the battery is empty, so you need to be careful with this. So I recommend having a couple extra batteries if you need them. The second thing you really want to pay attention to is that you put this on camera. There's this button on it, one says off and smartphones and one says cameras. The camera one needs the battery. Therefore, you need to put it on the camera one because otherwise it doesn't give you signal to your PC. The next thing that's way different from microphones people usually use for streaming is that these are USB microphones, and even if you have an XLR microphone, your mixer goes into your USB port. But with this one, you've got a 3.5 jack. So you need to put these in the microphone slot of your PC. Okay, let's put it on. Got it. The thing that you want to pay attention to is that you put it as close to your mouth as you can. This is like an undercut shirt. Try to get it as close to your mouth as you can. I'm gonna switch to the microphone right now and just let you hear the raw audio. This is how it sounds like. It's pretty quiet actually. So I would recommend you bump it up a little bit. For those of you who are wondering, how can I add this to my actual OBS? Right now I've added it here already. I turned it up for a bit again so you guys can actually hear the good microphone. So what you do is you click on the plus here and then put audio input capture. Here you add a new audio input capture. Then you choose microphone real high definition audio if you have a Realtek audio card in your PC. A lot of people have that. If you do not have that, you have to search which actual driver you have for your microphone, or you just check which other microphones are in here and just kind of think logical which one it could be. To test if you have the right microphone, because you might not be sure, just tap on it. You can see the bar go up and down when you tap on it, then you have the right microphone. If it doesn't move, again, put it on camera here on this little device where you put the battery in. To make this microphone sound better, I'm gonna make a little bit of an adjustment. So we're gonna go back to this microphone, and sorry that you have to miss this nice Blue Yeti sound. So like I said, I think they're a little quiet, so what we're gonna do is we add a filter, and we're gonna add a gain. So what we do now, this is a sound with the gain on. It's a lot louder. How we can add that is just by plus, and then adding a gain. Okay. And here you can set the gain on whatever you think it has to be. Right now it's set it to +20. I'm gonna remove this one again because we don't need to. Then the second thing we need to do is we've got a little bit of noise in the microphone itself. We're gonna need to get that away with noise suppression. This is how it sounds like with noise suppression on. So what we do is we click on the plus and then add noise suppression. Okay. Standard it will start at -30. I turn it off right now because I don't want it to be on -30. It cuts off a bit. So what I do is I put it down to -45. This means there's less noise suppression on the voice. Again, I'm just gonna remove this because we have that one already in here. Then I have some background sounds for now, for mostly rain. So we're gonna turn off the rain by turning on a noise gate. With this one again, if you add the noise gate, just click on the plus and then noise gate. It will start a bit high on 32 and -26. If you think your voice is cutting out, lower these thresholds and then your voice is getting cut out less. I'm gonna remove this one again because we already have one in here. I put it on -51 and -46 if you were wondering how you can get exactly the sound I'm making right now. And after that, I actually add another plugin. This is an equalizer. Here we can make our voice sound a lot better. So this is how it sounds with the equalizer on. How we can do this is we need to download the actual program. So we go to the website that I linked underneath in the description, and it will look like this. Then we click on download VST3 AAX for Windows 64 and 32 if you have a Windows. If you have a Mac, you need to go for either of those. But I recommend having a Windows PC for streaming anyway. A lot more streaming programs are actually working well with Windows, that's why I recommend it. So what you do is you go to the place where you saved it. For me it's C disk, and then program files. And then you find Foxango. You copy this map and put it on your desktop. Then you go back to program files, make a map that is called VST plugins. Make sure that VST and the P from plugins is capital letters. Then you drag the map back into this plugin folder. What we can do now is we can go back to OBS, click on the plus, VST plugin, OK, and then if you go to this drop down menu, we will see Marvel GEQ, and we can actually edit. Darn, I've been saying everything without a plugin on, have I? So what we can do now is open up the plugin interface here. And here you can manage your equalizer. I have to admit, I'm not an audio expert and I don't know how to move these sliders to make it sound good. But we have a solution. There's something called presets. If you click on that, we can make it brighter and bassy. And then activate. And now it must sound a little bit better. It doesn't because I turned on the plugin already, so you hear me through the plugin already. But it will make it sound better. So this is with the plugin on, this is without the plugin on.
Let's go back to the Blue Yeti. Okay, so what are my thoughts on this microphone? It isn't the greatest sound. The Blue Yeti sounds 10 times better if you ask me. That's okay, because the Blue Yeti is a lot more expensive than this microphone is. Is it enough to stream with? Yeah, I think so. I think it sounds pretty decent. It's just only 20 bucks, and if you start out with this microphone and then think like, oh, streaming is something for me and I started to make a little bit money from it, then you can always buy a more expensive microphone. You can always go to either Blue Yeti or an XLR setup. That is totally fine. But if you don't have a lot of money and you want to get into streaming, don't let money hold you back, because this is only 20 bucks and people can understand what you're saying. It sounds good enough to be a streamer. If you do have a budget and you want your stream to sound amazing, this is not the one that you want to go for. It doesn't sound amazing, but it is cheap and it does its job. If you want to know where to find this microphone, I will leave a link down below in the description. I'm curious to see if you guys came up with some cool ideas to make your stream sound better or look better without using a lot of money. Tell me about your DIY lights or about your DIY stream deck. Be part of our community and share your experience in the comments. I love to read them. I love to know if you guys want to see me make more videos where I show alternatives for things you need for streaming for a cheap price. If you have a problem with getting even the 20 bucks together for your microphone, I've got a lot of ideas for you how you can make money enough to buy this microphone. I will see you in this video where I explain how to make money as a Twitch affiliate. See you there!